Khachanov, kind enough to join us at our Tennis Channel Cadillac desk. Karen, great to see you. Congratulations on the victory today. We were expecting a knockdown, drag-out affair after the 5-setters you guys have had, but you flipped the switch after the first set.
Thanks, man. Always pleasure to be talking to you, and that's true. First of all, you never know how is Nick feeling. Let's say he was out there for, let's say, 2 years or 2.5 years. It's been a long time really to get a rhythm, get in shape. So I watched his matches. Obviously, I watched the match here. He got a win, so he was really there. He was fighting, and he played really well. So I was preparing like for his let's say good shape, good conditions. Like that he's playing good ball, serving well. Pretty much like we know about each other. We had like you mentioned really tough battles out there, tough encounters, especially in the Grand Slams. I mean, it's 1-1 because he won the 5-setter.
Right.
Painful. I've won the second one. So yeah, and today, I mean, it was a little bit similar in the first set. It was really close. We were going like head to head, and then I think I stayed mentally stronger. And then I mean, I could see that he was like a little bit out of the zone. Like he started to, let's say, started to get frustration out. I mean, with the team, talking to the box, and then first games of the second set were also very important to have this early lead, let's say, in the second, and just finished until the end. Yeah.
Karen, you've been on the tour for quite some time. You've had so much success, and you've been consistently such a great player. Nick's been away for a couple of years. He was playing so great in 22. He's obviously striking the ball well, but it's small margins, isn't it? Between how he was playing then and how he was playing now. What are the big differences, you think?
To be honest, it's small and big at the same time. It's always a question, first of all, how are you physically, how you are mentally, are you motivated? I mean, obviously, I think he missed tennis a lot. I guess so, he wanted to come back, he wanted to give it a try, to see how he is, if he can still achieve, let's say, his goals, right? I actually listened to him while he was out as a commentator. He was doing a really great job. He analyzed the players well. He knows the game. He knows what you need to do, But then once you're out there, you're alone. So you have to kind of follow your decisions. You need to decide by yourself what you're gonna do, how you're gonna play. Plus the frustration, plus the pressure. All this comes into like a circle, a bubble. That obviously being away, you need to have enough time to settle and to be physically fit, then to have competitive consecutive matches to find the form and to find the rhythm. So I think it's all about that. So we know how he can be dangerous. That's why I said I was really going out there, preparing for a tough match, and it was a tough match. I mean, after the first set, second was a little bit easier, but still, I had to dig deep. I had to stay focused in the first set because if I would lose it, you never know how it would, turn out.
Your focus was brilliant in the second set. You returned serve so beautifully. We haven't had a chance to catch up in a while. How's the family doing? The two little ones?
Yeah, I mean, great. I mean, let's say it was good to spend a little bit of time at home. I mean, during let's say February, after Australia, I was able like to spend like two weeks at home in Dubai. Then it was like Middle East tour, Doha. Then again tournament in Dubai. So again we could stay a little bit together. And now this longer tour started. US swing. Then I will have a couple of days to see them, and then go to Europe and start in clay. I will see you in Monte Carlo, right? Like always.
I will.
In a very beautiful booth, So I remember the view, So
we will definitely see you there, Karen. A lot of players say it's interesting. Sometimes, there's so much to manage with the family. So when they're on the road with you, it's a lot, and it takes away from what you're doing. But at the same time, some love it because then they don't have to worry about not being with them. Must be a tough balance.
It's a balance. I would say like this. Sometimes, of course, you miss the family. I miss my wife. I miss my kids. My wife is able sometimes to travel. Even with kids, they do travel sometimes, not very often. But it depends on the trip. Depends, how far we are. I mean, obviously, we never went to Australia. I mean, it's really far away. Never went to US with the kids. I mean, also again, like from Dubai, like 16 hours to LA. It's tough, I would say.
That's a lot.
Tough for them, tough for the parents. I mean, tough for everyone, you know. But at the same time, yeah, it's about balance, you know. I miss them a lot, obviously, you know. I wanted to have a family. Being young, you know, I always wanted to be a father. You know, my first son was born when I was 23 years old, so, you know, my second son, you know, is 1 year and 7 months. So, you know, I wanted to have a family. So let's say that's the compromises and sacrifices sometimes you have to do due to work, but at the same time there are some benefits, you know, waiting for you at home.
It's absolutely beautiful to see, Karen. All the growth on the court, off the court. We'll let you get some rest. You'll take on Grigor Dimitrov in the next round. You guys have played a bunch.
Yeah.
He's won 4, but you won the last meeting.
Yes, it was important one to kind of not be 5-0 down, you know.
Well, you take that momentum into that match. Best of luck and come
Definitely.
visit us again.
Thank you. Thank you.